Hello, everyone. Good evening. Too far. Too far. What? All right. How's everyone doing tonight? Welcome to my second annual live stream. It's hard to believe it's been a year since the last awkward live stream. But it has, so here we are again. Just waiting for people to file in from the back. Come on in, find a seat. Don't be scared of that front row. So how's everyone doing tonight? Wait, is anyone counting? Oh, there we go.
Oh, what's up, Drew? Long time no see. Kind of like saying Michael Hartloff.
How's it going, Michael? It has been a while. I need to work on some videos. Because as you can see, we're working on things here. We got stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. Your username is Michael, but I'll call you Mike. We're working on some things here. And I've got a ton of footage saved up in the bank. And eventually here I'll get around to editing it. It's just hard sometimes with life and stuff. Oh, it's a blast. It's a blast. You should have seen this a week ago because it was an absolute disaster. There were wires everywhere. But we're making progress. At least it feels like progress. We're doing something here. I'm joined here tonight by my lovely assistant. She's the one that'll be reading the comments to me because on my phone they don't quite, they disappear after 2 seconds. I'm a really slow reader. I'm like a first grade level here.
Mike said, I'm in the process of putting a 6.7 Cummins in a four-door OBS truck.
Well, that sounds like a pretty cool project.
Are you reading George Washington's?
I'm trying to. They keep disappearing too quickly.
Gotta read it.
I'm working on it here. 6, 7 comments and a. Oh my gosh. Do you think it's possible to put a 6 V92 into a 79? Anything's possible, man. It's just your determination. You know, putting an engine swap like this takes determination and a little ambition. Yeah, everyone's done the 12 valves, the Cummins. 5, 6, 7. My next project is probably going to be like a C13 or a C15 into the minivan. You know, not much. We're just living the dream here.
Why don't you say who you're talking to?
I'm sorry, JC Smith. How's it going, JC Smith? We're just living the dream here, you know. Things are going decent, you know. Just busy with life and all that stuff.
Mike asked, did you get your programmer for the transmission?
Funny you should ask, Mike. It'll be here either later this week or beginning of next week. It is on order. It's currently in the mail. I get updates daily from FedEx telling me when it's going to be here. And he sent it with the old signature required, so I might have to take a day off of work and sit around and wait for it to show up at the door. You know, I'd like to say pretty quick, but I'm sorry, I forgot to say who I'm talking to here. George Washington. I like to say it'd be pretty quick here, but you know, life just gets busy. Having 2 kids, the bigger house, the bigger yard, it just takes up a lot of time, and I don't have a ton of time to work on the truck anymore, or a ton of money really, to work on the truck. But I do need to get the truck back up and driving it on the road. I mean, we're in like the final steps here. You know, we're doing wiring, and once I get the trans controller, like that's kind of, we're getting close to the end, and but I need to get it back on the road because my Subaru has a blown head gasket, and I need to take care of that because I have to put water in it every other day, otherwise it overheats, and that's getting old. So, but I don't have anything else to drive in the meantime. So we need to get the truck back up and running so I can take care of that. Typical Subaru. It's got a bad wheel bearing and no, I do not vape. Wheel bearing and head gaskets. Yep, lots of mowing, lots of property maintenance. Hey Benny, how's it going? I have picked the trans controller. It'll be here at the end of this week or the beginning of next week. I got it from a guy, Jason, with transmissiontuner.com. It was actually a suggestion from a viewer. One of you guys sent me his email and said, hey, get a hold of this guy. You know, we've done a couple of trans controllers with him. Hey, Zach, how's it going? Actually, that could be a different. Z Snyder, what's up? But yeah, he seems like a decent guy. I emailed back and forth with him for quite a bit, and really seems to know his stuff. I emailed with a couple other companies, and it was clear that they had no idea what they were getting into. So the transmission controller is on the way, and I think it should be a good fit. So. Rich, thank you. I'm gonna try. I have been following Rich on his cat swap. I thought about challenging him and seeing who could finish theirs first, but I didn't want to start a race that I couldn't finish, so. ED6 Racer, yo, what up? I'd like to see that roll-off finish too. That's gonna be a cool project when it's done. There's an ant crawling on my phone. Just stay off of the camera and the mic. Yeah, Corey, I would get a hold of Jason with transmissiontuner.com. He can hook you up. I think it'd be cool once I get done with the engine swap to build a bed for this, and I've always wanted to build like a roll-off style or like a hook type style. My wife didn't like the idea, but because I was talking about building a couple of like roll-off cans and like a flatbed and a dump bed, and I could just switch to whatever I want that day. You know, we could rent out mini dumpsters. We can get into the mini dumpster rental business. Switch and go, yeah. Those are expensive. We saw some of them at a truck shop here, and yeah, you'd probably spend just as much building your own, but it's way more fun. What are you smirking at?
I have to clear my throat.
Oh.
My gosh.
Keep it down over there. You know a guy. You got any box trucks boxes? Because we were going to build a shed this year, and lumber's just way too expensive, so I've been looking for a box truck box. Hello, 73 Diamond Rio. And guys, for those just joining us, we're joined here by my wife, my lovely assistant.
Hello.
She's helping me read your comments and stuff. Yeah, how many? Yeah, how many you want? The young guns, they're asleep. Or they're supposed to be sleeping. They go to bed at like 7:30-ish. Any later than that and they turn into animals. That would be a cool video. That'd be huge. Oh, she is. She was dying to be here. Even did her makeup. She did mine too. Could even dump in the yard, yeah.
See Joe's comment.
Thank you, Joe. Hello, Mrs. JC. How's it going? Well, you guys are here. Got a quick question. We're gonna go for a little bit of a ride here. So, I did all this work to the transmission, put some new seals in it. I need a light. Ugh. And once you know it, like the one seal that I didn't replace started leaking like a couple weeks ago. So I got the new seal. We already got like $2 worth of tranny fluid on the floor. But I need to change that out of there. And it didn't start leaking for like a month after it sat here. I don't want to lose a ton of fluid either, so I don't know where the level is. But my thought is if it's been ran recently, there might not be as much fluid in it. You guys think I should run it and then try to change it, or just change it? That looks really small. That's going to be a pain. Oh, hit my head. Excuse me. Thank you, George. Striving for excellence. I did use the Transcend, the most expensive stuff. I definitely should have put some really cheap stuff in first and make sure that it worked, and then switched it out for the more expensive stuff down the road, but this is not how I roll. Go big or go home. I know. That was like $400 in transmission fluid just to fill the thing. Hey, Lewis fan guy, what's up? Oh. I don't know if it'll get the same mile per gallon. I don't know what it's going to get with the new transmission. I'm hoping, we weren't doing too bad before. We were doing like 10, low teens maybe. So with the new transmission, hopefully we can bump that up just a little bit. But I don't, the Subarus really aren't that great on gas. I was getting like 18, 19 miles to the gallon, but that's with a blown head gasket too, so.
Martin said hi.
Hey Martin, how's it going?
Tim said hi.
What's the next project gonna be? I get that question a lot. And I don't know. My bank account says nothing. There isn't gonna be a next project. And the look my wife is giving me says there won't be another project. I gotta behave because my wife is here.
I told you what the next project could be.
What's the next project gonna be?
You can put a cat engine in my 1959 Cadillac.
Okay. So according to my wife, the next project is gonna be me putting a cat engine in her 1955 pink Cadillac that she wants. 59, whatever. Unicorn sweat would have been cheaper, yes.
You're gonna have the truck done this year.
Hey Tim, how's it going? I'm really hoping that I will have the truck done this year or like sometime soon. You may have missed it. My Subaru has a blown head gasket, so like I need another vehicle to drive while I fix that. So, you know, we're not misfiring yet or like hydrolocking, so we still got time. We just got to put water in it every day. Put a 7.3 in the Subaru. I actually thought about diesel swapping the Subaru when it blew up, like get a 95 S10 frame and like put my body on the frame and swap it to some sort of diesel. But the way the body's going, it wouldn't be worth it, and it just cost way too much money, and I have nothing to drive, so that probably will not happen. That would be pretty cool, JC. Another big fire. But in all seriousness, regarding the next project, my grandfather had a 76 Pontiac Firebird Formula 400, and he bought the thing brand new. And my only memory of the car was it sitting in the driveway on blocks under a tarp. And I think that it would be really cool to find that car and do some work on it, fix it up, put my touches on it. But from what I hear, it's still in the area here somewhere. He ended up, the city that he lived in made him get rid of it, and he ended up selling it for like $500. And it'd probably be more today, but if I were to buy it back, but I'd have to find it first. And yeah, that would be the next project, because I just think that that would be a really cool next project. But don't get too excited, because it'll probably never happen. I don't have the money, the space, or a supportive enough wife for that. 73 Diamond Rio, 10 projects at once, that's ambitious. Diamond Rio, 10 projects at once, that's ambitious. What? George Wallace, perfect, that will work. Project. OM 606 firewood. That would be pretty sweet, because I mentioned something about coming swapping it to my dad, and he was like, oh, you can't do that, that's a classic car. And I was like, my grandfather would have loved it. He would have like eaten that up, putting a diesel engine in that car.
Is your father on YouTube?
Put it on blocks in your driveway. Hey, can we get it and put it in blocks on our driveway?
No.
There you go. No, she said no. Everyone needs some yard art, yes. Am I ever gonna manual swap it after going through all this to put the automatic in? No, I probably will. I probably will not. Maybe the next truck, if there's ever another truck in the future. It'd be cool to, I know.
You sure you want me here still?
Yeah, you can go inside. It'd be nice to do a crew cab, so then like the whole family can go. Because as it is, if we were to take the truck, I'd have to leave my wife home. So, not such a bad thing.
Do you really want me here?
But the whole reason for the automatic, I don't really know why I even decided to go with an automatic, but it's just easier. And my thing was always, you know, like as soon as I die, that's the first thing that's gonna go. My wife is gonna have this on Craigslist for like $100. Come get it. And there's no way that she could drive it out of the driveway if it was a manual. So, you know, she's got to be able to pull it to the road to put the for sale sign on it. What? Allison automatic transmission, 5-speed, and a lockup. I need one. There you go. It's a 3060, but it's only a 5-speed with lockup converter. Make you a really good deal on it. Come get it out of my garage. But other than that, no, I don't know anyone with a Allison 5-speed. I have a 545 as well, 4-speed. Twin 8-inch stacks with no mufflers. Oof. Problem is, we live on a hill, so I'd be afraid to come home like any time at night. I try not to be like a total jerk to my neighbors. So nobody likes excuses. 4 semi-trucks and 10 machines. Wow. I'm sorry, I do make excuses sometimes, but I'm not. My wife is making excuses for me. ED6 Racer for the trans controller. So it comes. I think it comes with a program already on it, like a bass tune kind of deal. And he'll have me. Once I get everything done, I'll take it for like a test drive, see how it shifts, do like a data log, and then he'll kind of tune it from there to kind of fine tune different things, make sure everything's working properly and that kind of stuff. And tuning is expensive. I do have a motorcycle too. To leave the wife at home. Yep. She won't get on the motorcycle now that we have kids. Any idea how many times your wife has said no? I'm sure a lot. I've seen all your trucks. Bugs. I know of an OBS crew cab, long bed, rust free. How much? Hey Seth, how's it going? Are you from the state of Maine or Maine, New York? Probably the state of Maine.
Just wanted to visit.
A-Dog. You know, I don't know. It'd be a lot of work to pee pump it. Anything's possible though. OBS crew crabs are a little rare. Yeah. State of Maine. Cool. Looking forward to seeing collaboration from the Boss Garage. I do think once we both get the trucks running, it'd be cool to get them together and do another video, but we'll see what happens. I think the border's still closed right now, so that's the real reason this project has taken so long. I'm waiting for the border to open back up so we could go visit Rich again. It would be a cool summer project. It is, it's an excellent excuse. The best one I can think of right now. I don't know.
I don't know if Z Snyder was that.
I don't know if it is. I should know his user. Looks like we got Gary joining us. I see your text messages, but I'm using my phone to do this, so I can't respond. You gotta get on YouTube and comment here so I can interact with you. Yeah. Yeah, I like the 3126. I'm definitely glad I went with that over Cummins. I like a little challenge, something that people haven't done before. There's actually a few 3126s out there. I've seen a couple other comments. I talked to a guy down in North Carolina, I think, and he's putting one in his truck. We got Orlando, he's putting one in his truck up in Canada. Well, he's already got one in his truck. He just swapped a manual into it. So there's a couple of them out there, not many Dodges. I've seen comments before, like, oh, funny how a Dodge Cummins never needs a Caterpillar swap. So I thought about like my next project being like a first gen 12 first gen 12 valve, and just take the Cummins out and put a Cat in just to upset the world, but yes, projects take a lot of time. What's the truck weigh? Last time I had it driving around, it was just shy of 10,000 pounds unloaded. Yes, a lot of money. Yeah, you probably could get done before us, JC. I have all the faith. I would do it. Put a 3126 in a Dodge. People will love it. JC Smith, when are you going to get back to the Dynaho? I missed that series. What?
Are you gonna survive without me?
Probably not.
Well, now you can talk your real truth.
You'll probably go inside and pull it up on your phone. Oh, they will. They will cry. I like the first gen Dodges. I think they look nice. Yeah, Billy, I've added quite a bit of weight to this truck. The engine and transmission are a little heavier than the factory parts. Plus the wheels. The 22 5s with the steel wheels, all 6 tires is about 1,000 pounds. Way over 1,000 pounds actually. Well, not way. Each set of rear dualies is like 400 some odd pounds. They're about 200 something a piece. If you want, Iron Man, how's the truck coming? It's coming. It's slow going, but you know, we're to that point where it's nothing big happening. Just, you know, just gotta sit down and do stuff. Everyone say goodnight to my wife. It's past her bedtime now.
Oh, I just have things to do.
Got things to do. Goodbye. Thank you for all your help.
Bye.
But yes, you don't need a big fancy shop to do a project. You can do it right in your garage. I kind of feel spoiled in this space, you know, compared to my old shop anyways. It's just so nice having like a flat space. Like I can walk around both sides of the truck now and like work on something over here, and it's fantastic. And not a lot of 4-door Dodges out there. Waste of 3126 on a Dodge. I did think about re-gearing my truck because I got 410 gears. But when you know, I got to do the front and rear, and by the time you get done with all that, it's, you know, we're putting the new transmission in. So the 6-speed, double overdrive, lockup converter, we're going to be way better than we were before. We should be able to go a lot faster, lower RPMs. You know, we were getting like 10, 11 miles a gallon with my foot on the floor, you know, pegged on the rev limiter. So can't get any worse. Arabex, hello. I will let you know. At the moment, there's nothing I can think of, but that changes daily. Idaho is a winter project. Too much to do right now. Considering moving closer to New York, I hope. With cat data. You want to come hook up to my truck and turn on output number 1 so it's engine run status? That'd be cool. That's what I got right now. I need that. Outrush Moto. Hey, Gary. Orange 82 Chevy to put a cat in. Hey, you get a cat, bring it up here. We'll drop it right in. We'll have it done in 2 years. Iron Man, I'm dealing with your old garage size, yeah. It's tough, but, you know, it's not about the size, it's how you use it, you know. Make the best of it. But it is definitely frustrating at times. Her show must be coming on. We do Hulu, so her show is always coming on. Older Dodges. Yeah. I'm not too up on my Dodges, so I can't really picture what those look like. But yeah, 3126 with an NV56. That'd be a nice truck. No, I do not have access to Cat ET. I wish I did. 3126 with jigs. You know, I really wish that they did that. But unfortunately, they never made a 3126 with jake brakes. I heard that when they were prototyping the C9, they made a prototype head with everything for the jake brakes, and then when they went to production, they pulled it. So, but that would definitely be cool. But all we'd ever be able to do is a little flapper in the exhaust, you know. And I was told that's about as good as sticking your head out the window. I mean, I don't personally have cat ET, but I know a guy. You might be able to get them on the C8.8. Just pick my next swap. You're gonna have to dumb that down for me. What's a PSR? Thunder Brake had the Cummins. Couldn't get the funding to continue. Product status report. See if I can get something. We're quite a ways off though, because this is the wire that talks, that goes, you know, from the ECM to the diagnostic port. So it's gonna be a few minutes before we can plug into it and do anything. You know a guy that knows a guy. It's a good guy to know. All right. Yes, these are the 1587 wires. We got the shielded stuff for the 19 whatever, 1911. I know that's not the correct number. I can't think of the right number off the top of my head, so. Sean. Currently doing a C7 and a 99. Well, thank you, Sean. I did. It'll be here at the end of the week or the beginning of next week, hopefully. I went with transmissiontuner.com. C7 and a 99. Sounds like a pretty cool project. J1939. Thank you. Yes, that is the one. So the J1939, does that have to be shielded? Because the wire diagram on for the cat says that it should be shielded, but the transmission guy, he said that they kind of went away from that and you can get away with a twisted pair. Well, I don't know. I ran shielded wire anyways, but I don't know if it makes much of a difference. 8YL 22140. Who else has their cat serial number memorized? I am. I could use it for a lot of projects. It would come in handy to have. Boy, What a great night. Someone just sent me a message on Facebook asking questions about the 3060. Maybe we'll get that out of here. Or maybe we won't. You know, Ken, I have a ton of footage. My problem isn't like doing stuff and filming, it's the editing part. It takes a long time. It's very time consuming. I'd rather be doing stuff than editing stuff, and I had to go buy another external hard drive just to house all my footage that hasn't been edited yet. Wants to see a head gasket job on an LBZ. David, I keep telling your dad, you guys need to make your own channel. It would be gold. He says no, so. Sean. Good deal. Bluebird was my donor. So that's what I need to do differently next time. I need to find a good donor vehicle. You know? Because then you have everything you need, and I didn't do that. I just went and bought this and that, and you know, now I'm stuck trying to figure out all the other stuff. I'm sorry. All right, get ready for the serial number once again. 8YL 22140. Filmed and hung up on editing. You know, sometimes you get done with a video and you start editing it, and it's just like, you're just not feeling it. I don't know. I like having fun with videos. Honestly, like the most fun video I've done recently was the car show video. I don't know, I just went out and had fun with that one. I like being creative sometimes. Can't talk my wife into it. Yeah, me either. I can't talk her into much. Donor vehicle and yard art. That's true. Yes, sir. Built November 1st, 1999. Can't say you go through the trouble of swapping a C7. Yeah. I haven't heard a whole lot of great things about the C7, but, you know, to each their own, I guess. Enough footage for 15 videos, but don't have the time to get them edited. Yep. I'm there right now. From behind the driver's seat forward. Sounds like that Louisville I got out in Ohio. That was a fun trip there. I'd do that again. You know, sometimes that's the best thing to do. Throw it in the trash and start fresh. But I won't do that to you, because everyone wants a wiring video. They want to know the wiring, so I literally have like hours of footage. In service since September of 2002. I'm in Ohio. It's a good place to be. When will it be roadworthy? I don't have any predictions yet. It's gonna be a couple minutes, so you know, hopefully soon. But mid-Missouri, how's the weather in Missouri? Really? Built in Greenville, South Carolina. You know, that sounds a lot like our weather here. Cold one day, hot the next. You know, we had like 90s. We were all sweating to death, and then, you know, down into the 40s. We're turning the heat back on at the end of May. It's awful. So Arabex, the real question is, can I re-rate it? Because I'm pretty sure I'm at the top of my engine family, because we're at 190 horsepower. And I think that's the top of the engine family, but I don't know for sure. I mean, without spending a ton of money, can we re-rate it? Bipolar spring for sure, yes. Yeah. Very bipolar. Whoa. It made 206 at the crank? Wow. Did you get the front drive shaft worked? No, I have not gotten the front drive shaft worked out. It's going to be simple. It's just going to take money, you know. I'm going to take it to the local drive shaft shop, and they're going to put it on the drive shaft stretcher, and they'll pull it until it's the right length. And honestly, I don't even know how much it's going to cost. It's because all the parts are there. Like I have all the U-joints and all the correct ends and slip yokes and all that. And that's the expensive stuff when you do drive shaft stuff. You know, so I don't know if they'll have to cut the ends off and put in a bigger section of tube, or if they can just add to it. I don't know how all that works. I'm hoping that it's not going to be like too long that we'll need like a 2-piece or a carrier bearing or something. I'm hoping I can just, you know, get away with 1 piece, but it's going to be a long shaft. It's going to be longer than the rear. So Arabex. I do have the engine programming, and it is 190 horsepower. I did like that parking brake can that you sent me. That would come in handy. It looked a lot smaller than like a 30-30, which would have been nice if I didn't already have mine done. And if it had a part number on it. I think it was going to work better with the new trans configuration. We didn't move the transfer case at all, so it's going to be the same. I just have to have it made. I never had it made because I was short on cash and I didn't need it. Cut and replace the tube. That would make the most sense rather than having like a weld in the middle of it, but you never know. Maybe if it's cheaper, I can talk them into splicing it together. Yes, advertised. Got thumbs. Florida man myself. Looking forward to you doing another drive up to DeBrosh. When she's back up and running. Once the border opens. It should be a fun trip. I'm hoping it'll be a little bit nicer than our last trip. You know, we went deaf. We froze to death. And that's pretty much it. But it was a long, slow trip. And I found something. I took the dash out. You probably can't even see it sitting here next to me, but we got the dash out of the truck, and I realized that the flapper, you know, to send the heat down to my feet, not that it would have worked anyways because it's all vacuum controlled, but the flapper was broken. So we couldn't even get heat to the floor if we wanted to. Z Snyder. Yes, that was a very cold and slow trip. Luckily, now we have heat and we can put it wherever we want. Ken outside. Thank you. Appreciate that. I try. Got any ideas on the interior? Not really. We'll probably just leave it the same. We got the Chevy seats, nice and comfortable. We're putting some matte 66 on the far wall on the inside, trying to quiet it down a little bit. That way we don't go completely deaf driving this thing around. But that's probably all we're gonna do interior wise. I might replace like some plastic stuff because I broke some of my trim pieces. I'm gonna have to get some new stuff. I need to make a run to the junkyard and pick up some parts. I've just been waiting until I have enough parts to justify spending $1 in a day walking around up there. Or maybe I'll go to the other junkyard and spend $3 and drive a car around. They won't splice it, retube for sure. But if that's the only part I have to buy and 2 welds, then I don't think it'll cost near what the rear one cost me twice. All right, I think I'm gonna end it off here because I have to be to work early in the morning, so I gotta go. It's been a rough week, not gonna lie. Definitely struggled to get out of bed on Tuesday because it's a holiday weekend. But I woke up at the time I was supposed to leave and still made it to work on time, so any chance I could get your email. My email is DrewMan'sDriveway@gmail.com. Did the Bluetooth go out? Yeah. We're having trouble connecting. We're upgrading to 3.0, and that should work better. Thank you, Iron Man. Appreciate it. Me too. Someone asked me today if I had COVID because I'm sniffling and my nose won't stop running. And I said, no, I got kids and they can't keep their fingers out of their mouth. They're constantly bringing home colds. It's fantastic. Could add a snowblade. Ken, we got over 40 inches of snow in one storm this year, and my little Craftsman with the 42-inch blower was painful, so we might look into putting a blade on the front of it. However, I do know that snowplow trucks get abused heavily. So if I had the 7AS, I could re-rate up to 300. Yeah, I think we're stuck at 190. Good night, Tim. Thanks for joining us. See you, Michael. I'm sorry, Mike. We'll see you, Mike. It would work well with those springs up front. Yeah. Got thumbs. Take care. Have a great rest of the week. Thank you. You too. Arabex, if you find out any more information or want to chat, my email is DrewMan'sDriveway@gmail.com. We can talk. Figure out if we can turn this thing up to 500 horsepower. So I think the Marine ones, you can get them pretty high horsepower. All right, guys, thank you for joining me on the 2nd annual Awkward live stream. We will see you next year. All right, have a good night, everyone. How do you turn this thing off? Bye, Paul. You chime in at the end? You too, ED6 Racer.